Bradley looking inside to Pete, who's carved down some real estate. Back to Burries. He'll set his feet for three, lets it fly and knocks it down. Faces the double team. Three from the corner is good. Karchenkov, that's a great sign for Arizona.
Full court press, and they have Pete at the top for that reason. Hello!
There's the throwdown from Pete. So the defense leads to offense. It's a 9-0 lead for Arizona right out the gate. Here's Burke, bothered, stolen by Arizona. Karchenkov with it, dumps it off. Burries elevates body to body, can't get it. Ball batted around. It's a Waka that comes with it. Pocket pass to Burries. He puts it in for two. This game, Denver still scoreless.
Denver playing on their heels a little bit. You cannot throw 15-foot long bounce passes because
Burries again over the screen. His three, no good. Waka another rebound as he rips it away, muscles his way to the cup and puts it in.
That's the best part of his game.
Kicks it over. Nelson lines his feet up for a three and hits it. So a much-needed triple and the first field goal of the game for Denver.
I thought that was good patience by Carson Johnson in the pick and roll and waiting and not panicking at the end of the shot clock.
Nelson came into this game shooting 54% from three. Burries can't get the jumper. Aristo takes the offensive rebound and puts it in. Orso in the paint, picks up the dribble. Pocket pass, Krivas, nice finish.
Wow, that was a good job by Del Orso.
Just looking for their second field goal of the game. Wysocki loses the handle, ripped away. Karchenkov in transition, splits two, goes off the window.
Eyes up, surveying. A good job of tempo and pace in the full court by Karchenkov.
8-0 Arizona run. It's their second long run of this first half already. Kinsey, stop and pop, knocks it down. Bradley sees three defenders and he'll pull it out. Bradley in the paint, rises up in the silky smooth finish.
You're so frustrated as a defender because your back's to the ball because it's underneath the free throw line and you're always in recovery mode all the time. You're always panicking.
He's a great example of year after year improvement as Bradley's now missed three free throws. Pete nearly put that right back in, battles for his own board, and a kiss off the window. So a 4-point possession down that end of the floor, and then Burries steals it. Burries up and in. Right now it's Arizona that's burying Denver here in the first half.
And that's the way that Denver needs to start breaking the press. Johnson needs to just get it and go. Just go.
Kinsey can't get it. Down the floor, it's Bradley in transition and an easy lay-in. Extends the lead to 28. And listen, Mike, as players, we've been in situations somewhat similar to this. You go on the road and can't really get anything going from the beginning. Still a lot of basketball left here for Denver, just to work on what they need to do as they hit a three.
Can't play on your heels.
Tough take by Johnson, his first field goal. Pete lowers the shoulder, stops on a dime, and that's what makes him so special.
There's also a lot of Paulo Banchero in his game, especially inside of 17 feet because of his physicality and his base.
Burries hits the three. He's special as well as the combination of mobility and size that he has as Johnson hits the scoop shot.
He's going to be really good this season.
At the free throw line, dumps it off Waka, the pivot, loses it. Karchenkov scoops it up, rises right through the traffic for two more.
Now, this kid's going to be really good. As soon as he starts finding his groove, it's going to open up Arizona's offense in a big way.
How about the fact that Karchenkov played for Bayern Munich, as that's a tough finish from Kinsey as he rises up and goes off the glass. Karchenkov played for Bayern Munich since he was 12, and he was coached by Pablo Lasso, who also coached on Luka Doncic. And Waka, a feathery finish.
What's really impressive about Arizona's defense, and it's not just this game, it's been all, the start to the season, is it's not just about the block shots.
Del Orso, Waka in the paint, kicks it over to Nelson. There's a shoe on the floor as Karchenkov goes up. Here's Burke, nearly poked away from behind, fades away at the free throw line. Tough shot, skips out, scooped up. Nelson sets his feet, rattles home the J. talked about Arizona. They vaulted up to #2 in the most recent poll as Burries rattles home the J.
And completely dominated all three of those teams in the paint. Well, you mentioned that UConn win.
To show you how deep the Big 12 is this year. Arizona was picked #4 in the preseason poll. 4.
Yeah.
And now they're #2 in the nation. You've got Houston, BYU, of course Texas Tech is Johnson. It's the tough jumper.
There's some big wins for the Big 12 this season. Today. Houston had to beat Syracuse in overtime. Iowa State with a nail-biting tough win against St. John's. Baylor handled Creighton. Kansas took care of Notre Dame without Darren Peterson.
We mentioned the athleticism, the bounce, the size for Pete. Johnson contested 3. He splashes that in the eye of Pete. On top of that as well too. And now Arizona brings it back down the floor. Starter still in this game, and the 3 is buried. Aristode connects. 3 is good for Bradley in the corner, and Arizona with back-to-back triples.
Oklahoma State and Kansas State are far and away better than where they were last season. Oklahoma State's currently 6-0 this season.
To the floor and couldn't finish. Del Orso will bring it down. Del Orso ripped away by Nelson. It's a foot race, a walk-up. Prowling from behind. He'll just give it up and execute much better. Here's the drive.
No!
Oh, no! Are you kidding me? Pete spins, falls down, body's falling. Burry scoops it up, hits the 3. Taking in the paint, obviously still a lot of finesse on offense to go with it, but they have so much more physicality. Aristode from outside,
and there's going to be 1 or 2 other surprises, I think. I mean, potentially even Kansas State, even Oklahoma State, when the Walker's making threes. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but everything you're describing is at the forward position of when you were playing at Oregon. But so physicality from a guard standpoint, AJ DeBonsa is just all that's advertised and more, and they have elite role pieces. They're trying to score.
Just felt like there were future pros for the Wildcats running up and down the floor, making everything. As that's another nice bucket for Josh Lee. The days of Channing Frye and Hassan Adams, Andre Iguodala.
How'd you do against Hassan Adams?
Well, not as good as I hoped I would.
Pause, a long pause.
Challenge for them on the road.
They also have San Diego State as well. Always a tough out, the Aztecs.
Carney, his 3, fresh off the bench, hammers home a tray.
A little Cooper flag, I believe.
Danbridge gets behind the defense, picks the cherry, and dunks it home.